Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and this is your stimulus check update for the next stimulus package for Friday, February 12th. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday afternoon so far. In this video, I'll be discussing updates in regards to the current relief package and the third stimulus check. I'll also be discussing the $1,400 direct payments, some not so good news as far as the $15 minimum wage goes, and then I'll be wrapping up this video by answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. But first, if you wouldn't mind real quickly liking this video, give me a big thumbs up. It really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing this video out to other viewers like you, and hopefully helping other people like you as well. Okay, so for those of you with high hopes for the upcoming relief package to raise the federal minimum wage up to $15 per hour, unfortunately, I have to start this video out with some bad news. Even though Democrats, especially the progressive ones, have maintained their stance in pushing that measure through, it's facing two big barriers ahead. Other than the Byrd rule, which will more than likely keep the provision from being in the bill anyways, we're also facing pushback from two Democratic senators. Well, we all knew initially that there was some pushback from Joe Manchin, but he also flip-flopped on the next round of direct payments being targeted as well. However, a second Democrat is now coming out and being very publicly against this increase. This Democrat is the newly elected senator from Arizona, Kyrsten Sinema. Now, Sinema just so happens to be the first Democratic senator to win an election in the state of Arizona for 30 years, so as you would probably suspect, she's definitely not that far on the left. So now, even though it was a huge victory for Democrats by having her take one of the seats in Arizona, it seems like she's not going to be fully on board with all their policies. First, she teamed up with Manchin in being against removing the filibuster, and now she's joining Manchin's side on being against the minimum wage increase to $15 per hour. In a statement, Sinema said, quote, "What's important is whether or not it's directly related to short-term virus relief. And if it's not, then I am not going to support it in the legislation. The minimum wage provision is not appropriate for the reconciliation process, it is not a budget item, and it shouldn't be in there." With this, whether you're for an increase in the minimum wage or against it, you almost have to agree. Raising the federal minimum wage in this case has almost nothing to do with the pandemic. Sure, it could help some families get by with increased wages, but it could also hurt struggling businesses as well. If you're going to pass something like this, or anything else, it should be in a separate bill. Just my opinion. So obviously, now with Sinema and Manchin pushing back against the $15 per hour minimum wage, there's almost no chance Democrats will move forward with that provision. More than likely, in the final bill the House votes on, they won't include that measure. If they decide to, they'll only end up wasting more time, considering they'll have to remove it in the Senate, vote on the bill, and then the House will have to approve it once again since the bill would have changed. If they want to make sure this reconciliation package is signed into law as quickly as possible, it's vital that the House and the Senate get on the same page of what's realistic to pass through both chambers. Okay, so in some good news, it seems like they're going to try bypassing the committees in the Senate once it reaches their chamber, and they're going to bring it straight to the floor for an up or down vote. This will obviously save a lot of time by taking the bill that passes in the House straight to the floor of the Senate without any Senate hearings or committee markups. Due to the tight timeline in getting this passed by the middle of March, they hope this will speed things up. And it definitely should. But first, obviously, the House will need to pass the bill, which I don't expect for there to be any issues. At that point, it will move on to the Senate, and if the 50 Democratic senators see no issues with the bill that's passed, they'll be able to bring it straight to a vote. Now, I will try to explain this process a bit more in tomorrow's video, but basically, this is some really good news because it should help speed things up tremendously. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to move right along to answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. And if you do have any other comments or questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do try to answer as many of the comments and questions as I possibly can. Both of those comments and questions I'm not able to respond to. I do try to pick some of the more popular ones to answer in the next video in video form. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the first comment of today's video, which is from Alessandra. Alessandra says, "I wonder if they cover the child support part. I remember everyone was nuts because they took people's child support for their past due obligations." Okay, thank you so much for your comment, and at the moment, that's still completely up in the air. As you mentioned, for the first round of direct payments, the IRS was garnishing payments for those with past due child support, However, to the surprise of many, the payments weren't being garnished for the second round. For the third round, even though the bill hasn't been officially written or passed yet, it is my best guess that they will once again not be garnished. This is because the $1,400 direct payments are supposed to be an extension of the last round of $600 payments, and since the last round wasn't garnished, this one more than likely won't be either. However, this is just pure speculation on my part, so that could always change. Either way, I'll definitely make sure to keep you updated. Okay, moving right along to the next comment today's video, which is from Mona. Mona says, "Hi Josh, my name is Mona, and I did not receive the $600 stimulus check from the second round, nor did my husband. It was mailed on January 6th, and a lot of people got their checks. Only we didn't get it, or maybe some other people I don't know of. I was wondering if there is any hope that we can still get it. What do you think? What should we do? Thank you, I love your videos, all of them. I always give a like, and I subscribed a long time ago." Okay, thank you so much for your question, Mona, and first off, thank you so much for both subscribing to and supporting my channel. That definitely means a lot. Secondly, as far as not receiving your stimulus check in the mail, even though the IRS says it was sent on January 6th, you're definitely not alone. In fact, I've seen several others with that same issue where even though it says it was mailed on January 6th, for whatever reason, they never received the payment. At this point, what I would recommend for you and your husband to go ahead and do is to claim the $1,200 combined payment as a credit on the tax returns that you filed this year. Since today is the first day that the IRS is accepting and processing tax returns, today would be the perfect day to do it if you have the time. So even though I'm sure you would have much rather received this money via a direct deposit to your bank account or a check in the mail, receiving it through a tax refund will certainly be better than never receiving it at all. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is completely free to do so, and it's a great support to me. Also, if you'd like to receive 4 free stocks from Webull, with 2 of them valued all the way up to $1,600 each, or 1 free stock from Robinhood just for signing up and linking your bank account, please feel free to claim those free stocks by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you join Rakuten with my referral link in the description box below and spend at least $20, Rakuten will give you $20 cash back. This means that you can buy an item through Rakuten with one of their referral links, such as Nike, for $20, which would be right around $22 after tax, and Rakuten will give you $20 just for making that purchase. This is just an incredible deal that we'd love for everyone to take advantage of. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.